The 2009 Fraser River sockeye salmon collapse should have been a dire warning for the Conservatives about their fisheries mismanagement. But instead of investing in fishery science and protecting fish habitat, the Conservatives gutted the Fisheries Act and dismantled scientific capacity in DFO. Now, BC will be left with half the habitat protection staff it had a decade ago. How does the minister expect to protect wild salmon if he's slashing funding for fishery science in BC?
Shame on you.
The Honourable Minister of National Revenue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We've actually increased funding for fishery science in the last budget. We are focusing on protecting the productivity of Canadian fisheries, Mr. Speaker. Fisheries and Oceans is consolidating its habitat management operations into 16 locations across Canada to provide for better protection of fisheries resources that Canadians value. A new fisheries protection program will be better positioned to regulate serious harm to fish and the habitats that support them. It's very important, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Dartmouth, Cole Harbour.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, Canadians are going to finally get some answers about Conservative fisheries mismanagement from Justice Cohen. After 18 months, $26 million, 150 witnesses, one thing is clear. This report cannot sit on the shelf to gather dust. The stakes are far too high for Canadian fisheries. Will the government advise us when they can expect an action plan to rehabilitate the Canadian fishery here on the West Coast as a starting point?
The Honourable Minister of National Revenue.
Mr. Speaker, we certainly recognize the importance of salmon to British Columbia, and that's why we commissioned the Cohen Commission back in 2009 after there was low returns of sockeye salmon to the Fraser River. We want to thank Justice Cohen and his team for their hard work and dedication into this report, and we're pleased to be tabling it this afternoon.
The member for